VPC Proman, we have 10 modules. The 10th module is pre-commissioning and commissioning. In pre-commissioning module, we have this basic workflow where there is an area for maintaining the masters. So masters are nothing but in a project I will be dealing with multiple systems, and systems are somehow related with subsystems, and within subsystem there may be many activities belonging to different disciplines which has to be managed. All right, and for each of the discipline and each of the activities or activity tags, some ITRs, inspection test report, or certain points has to be closed for each of the tags, or multiple points or multiple reports has to be closed, which is part of the inspection test plan. And then finally, after completion, there is going to be walkthrough, and then there will be punch points like A category, B category punch points of what we have submitted, and those punch points has to be closed, and then it has to be monitored, and then overall progress at a system level, subsystem level has to be completed. Overall dashboard for complete overview of the system completion has to be viewed. So all these will be part of pre-commissioning. We capture activity completion status. We have different formats like inspection test report format. If it is a civil, and for a particular system I have civil discipline, within civil I may have multiple activities, and each of the activities I may have to fill certain formats which will have checkpoints, and then signed formats has to be uploaded back into the system. Printout has to be taken from the system for signing, punch point creation, punch point reporting, progress updation, and viewing the overall project progress with respect to pre-commissioning, commissioning in dashboard form. So we have all these tools as part of pre-commissioning. So I'll go in detail here. So in activity completion, first what we are doing is we are relating systems, subsystems, and for each subsystem there will be discipline, and within the discipline there are major activities or activities which has to be completed. So one system, multiple subsystem, within each subsystem I have disciplines like civil, piping, structural, and within each of these disciplines there may be number of activities which I have to complete, and for completing each of the activity there may be specified formats or inspection test plan. So those formats has to be filled, signed copy has to be updated into the system, and each format is completed. So that tick mark has to be done. So we go in a procedural way. So where on individual item progress is captured with the documented proof that gets rolled up at subsystem level and system level. So this is how things flow here. And we have formats like CCC, MCC, SCC, like construction clearance certification, mechanical clearance certification. So these are nothing but at a system level or subsystem level. There are many points in a system or subsystem. Once all the tags and all the activities are completed, then I go for construction clearance. And after construction clearance, then there is a second milestone or benchmark like mechanical clearance certification. Third one is system or subsystem clearance certification. In case of Indian scenario, we can call this as like format 1, format 2, format 3, format 4, format 5. So it is like format 1 is completed. After that, I'm going for format 2. So like this, CCC, MCC, SCC, these are all nothing but the stages or steps which is representing the system as a overall. ITR progress reports. ITR is nothing but the list of formats which I am supposed to complete. So one system may contain a few subsystems, and each of the subsystem may contain disciplines and then activities and then formats. So in one system I may have maybe 100 or 200 formats. Each of the format has to be filled with respect to CCC, that is called as AITRs, and with respect to MCC, BITR, and with respect to SCC, CITR. Means first stage all AITR has to be completed. For second stage BITR has to be completed. So we go in stage wise. If it is format 1, there are certain checklists for all the discipline and all the open points. The format has to be filled and then uploaded into the system. So like this we go in stages, and after completion of CCC there may be walkthrough, and then punch points will be raised. There can be punch point categories like A category punch point, B category punch point, and all the punch point has to be closed. Before I'm going for SCC, I can keep some of the punch points. A punch point has to be mandatorily closed. B punch point, I can hold it for a certain period of time. But before completion of the final completion, that is SCC, all the punch point has to be completed. So there are rules and validations. And punch point wise, we can see the progress. ITR wise, we can see the progress. Finally, we will be able to see the progress in form of dashboard. So when I talk about masters, we have systems. Within systems, we have subsystems. And within subsystems, we have disciplines and within disciplines we have formats or ITR. So now you can see this is the initial screen. I will take you to the software. Before that, I will just give you a fair idea. So on the left side, within system, I may have multiple subsystem. My first column is system, and then I will have a subsystem. What is the description of the subsystem? And within each of the subsystem, I have tags, and these tags are associated some way with respect to discipline. System, subsystem, discipline, tags. So for example, my first tag is related to HV cable, that is electrical or instrumentation. Okay. So with respect to the tags, the disciplines are also associated, so that I will be able to monitor my progress at a discipline level, subsystem level, and system level. And for each tag, I have certain formats which has to be completed. For example, for first tag, I have ITR-A, like 3 formats are there, 002A, 002A1, and 004, for example. So all these formats, there are specified formats which is part of the ITR which you wanted to do, or any of the format can be configured here. And then each of the points will have checkpoints, and all those points can be updated, and then signed copy can be uploaded back into the system. Once all the AITRs of all the tags of a particular subsystem is completed, that subsystem will be eligible for my CCC, that is first stage of approval. After CCC, the BITRs can be completed. Once all the BITRs of a particular subsystem is completed, then it goes for construction clearance, mechanical clearance, MCC, and finally it goes for SCC. So one system, multiple subsystem, each subsystem will be completed with respect to CCC, MCC. Once all the subsystems of CCC, MCCs are completed for all the subsystems, then the system report, that is SCC, can be generated. And in between, when I'm completing ITR-A, there may be punch points parallelly generated which may belong to category A, category B. So that has to be closed, and it has to be closely monitored also. And here you can see some color codings which we have represented in blue, green, and sometimes there will be color coding in form of yellow also, which clearly will show that, okay, if it is blue color, till now I have not done anything, I have not done any progress on this particular tag number belonging to this particular subsystem. Once I am doing progress, that blue color will get changed to yellow color at ITR-A level. Once all the formats are completed, that becomes green. So once for a particular subsystem, I have 10 tags. Once all the 10 tags has become green color in AITR, it is a representation that that system is eligible for CCC, construction clearance certification, and it will be available for construction clearance certification, and then the certification can be taken at CCC level. So first point, what we are doing is we are doing ITRs at individual tag level, and then finally we are generating CCC, MCC, SCC at subsystem and system level. So this is the overall theme and logic of the software. Here I can upload the blank format of AITRs, BITRs, CITRs, and then I can download this copy. By the right click, I can download the copy with the project number, with system number, subsystem number, then fill the relevant data and then upload it back into the system. So we will show that here. So generation of format, and then doing the progress in the format and uploading the signed format back into the system, so that the record is available that AITRs of this particular tag has been checked by the client, and then signature is also available. And I have provision to attach the documents. So signed copy is taken care. CCC, MCC, SCC. CCC is nothing but as a subsystem level. Once all the AITRs are completed, then I can download completion construction clearance certificate. I can download for a particular subsystem. So system will print a particular format by punching the system number, subsystem number as per specified in the CCC format, and then we can take signature on the CCC that all the AITRs are completed. And if there are any open punch points, A category punch point, and those punch point has to be closed. So all the A category punch points are closed for the subsystem, and all the AITRs are completed, so that I will be able to download CCC, and then I will take signature for my CCC construction clearance certificate and I will upload back into the system. Next, I will go for BITRs. So this is how the system flows, and system will give me summary report also at a subsystem level. How many points are, how many ITRs are open, what is the total count, how many I have completed, how many is pending, how many category, A category punch point is open, how many is completed, what is the balance. So I will be able to monitor the progress. And we have finally these punch points. Punch points are parallelly generated on day-to-day basis as and when we do walkthrough. So once the system is completed with AITR, so there will be offering for CCC, and parallelly once ITRs are getting cleared, punch points will also will be generated. Okay, so these punch points can be documented here, and then it can be monitored. And finally, we'll be able to see progress in terms of system, subsystem, and discipline wise. How many punch points are opened at A category level? How many ITRs are opened at A category level? What is the total? What is closed, and what is balance? So we'll be seeing result, and these results will be represented in a dashboard format also. Like in the left side, I can see the total AITRs and how many I have completed, how many total BITRs in my project and how many I have completed, and how many total punch points of A category, B category, and out of say 140 punch points, how many punch points I have completed. This can be seen at a project level and this can be seen at a system level and so finally the output will be, I'm going to a project, there can be multiple projects. I can choose any project. Currently I have deployed a single project. So in case of multiple projects, you can choose a particular project. Okay. Now I have pre-commissioning module here, and first point is my masters. So you can see there are many parameters in the masters. Not all the parameters are mandatory. Depending on the different types of flow, we have many facilities here. The concept or idea here is I have system point 1. So this system definition will be there. So ideally I will have a particular system number and then the description of the system. And this will be a parallel activity in my project. Okay, not necessary that at initial stage of the project I will be knowing all the system numbers. No, parallelly we can enter this system, but to start with the system there should be a system number, system description, and maybe the system belongs to particular area or work breakdown structure of a project. So this can be entered here. So we have option to add. It can be added one by one, or I can upload this in Excel format also. Okay, if you have this information in Excel, we can directly upload it. So initially I have a system. Second is subsystem. So these are nothing but the list of subsystems. So a system will be divided into multiple subsystems for ease of monitoring and controlling. So we have subsystem number, and what is the description of the subsystem number. And with respect to subsystem, I have 3 certification or 3 levels or stages. So a subsystem, first it will be completed for construction clearance, then it has to be completed for mechanical clearance, then at a subsystem level there will be SCC, and SCC will be a final clearance. So these are 3 stages, and depending on the scenario the stages can be increased or configured. 3 stages: CCC, MCC, SCC, like this. And initially I can have a planned date also, and this date can change. This is the master. So for the first subsystem I am planning CC on a particular date, MCC on a particular date. This is a planning date, so that when I'm actually completing that particular task, I will be able to compare and then see, okay, whether I'm going as per track. And this is only for information, and these planned dates are non-mandatory. I need a subsystem number and the relevant. Next we have discipline. So we have provision for entering different disciplines. Ideally we have disciplines like piping, mechanical, civil, structure, electrical, instrumentation, and most of the points or tags or activities will be of for system clearance will lie under this discipline. But this system discipline can change from company to company, or some additions may be required. So all those things can be done here. So for each of the box I have addition option, each of the window, and then you have provision for uploading also. If you have list of disciplines, you can upload it at any point of time. Some new discipline is entered for a particular special subsystem, you can enter it. So ideally these are master, system, subsystem, and disciplines. Next is tag number and format, and in between I'm directly skipping major activity, location, activity, exception, item list, categories. These can also be utilized if required, but for simplicity I will skip this, and then I will go for tag item and formats. So I will go for tag numbers. So these tags are nothing but, for example, in one subsystem I have a discipline called civil, and then the civil has some activity related to foundation. So this foundation can be part of multiple subsystems. So I have many subsystems. Each of the subsystem is going to have, for example, civil, and once there is a civil, there is going to be RCC or PCC or foundation. And if it is a foundation, then these are all the tags, or these are all the item tag which I have to complete. If it is something related to instrumentation or cabling or trenching, and these are all the tag numbers for that particular activity. So these tag numbers are nothing but an activity. So here at the 4th level I have major activity. So some clients use major activity. Within discipline I have major activities, and each of the major activity will be codified. So instead of that, some client uses tag number. So this tag number is nothing but a representation of a particular activity, and this activity will be present or may be present in multiple subsystems also, because foundation, or if it is electrical or instrumentation related activity, all electrical instrumentation activities like laying of the cable or doing testing of the cable, everything can be represented by a particular tag number, and that will be associated with the particular subsystem. So these are nothing but the activity codes. Finally, we have formats. What does this format say? These formats are nothing but the ITR or signed copy. For example, I have my tag number civil foundation. If it is civil foundation, for example, CTR1, for example, that is my tag number. And if I have to complete the civil foundation, I should fill 3 or 4 ITRs. For example, format number E012A, E012B, and E012, so these 3 format has to be completed for, so that I will be saying that the tag number CITR1 is completed. So these are nothing but the inspection test plan or the formats in which the checkpoints will be there, and then signing has to be taken. And for completing particular foundation, one format or 2 format or multiple formats has to be signed. So if you can see this, I've shown here. The column 3 is the tag number, and for the first tag number, I have 3 formats, 3 ITRs, E002A at ITR A level, and 1 ITR like E002B at B level. So totally 4 ITRs I have. So if I have to complete this tag 151001-TC, all these 4 ITR has to be completed. So each of these E002A is called as format. This is a particular format in which signatures can be taken as per the ITR. So we have this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These ITR are standards, or these can be customized?
These ITRs can be customized. I will just show you one example of an ITR. Okay, I'll go here. For example, sir, this is an ITR. Okay, this is a template. This is normally a Word template, and it may vary. The column specification, everything can vary. For example, if I'm going for civil related ITR, civil C001, okay, and then I have certain checkpoints. Okay, so these points you can configure as per your requirement. This is a particular template. What system will do is, we are uploading this blank template into the system, and while I'm downloading, system will generate the project number, subsystem number, system number, tag number, everything. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
This serves as a template. Okay.
Yes, this is a template. Okay, when I'm going to the software here, like now I wanted to, I will go to the software, I will explain you in detail. So these templates, okay, these are the format numbers, and then I can attach these format numbers here. Okay, these are nothing but the blank neutral template. You can fix it as per your company requirement, and then you attach the template here. This template will not contain system number, subsystem number. All these system number, subsystem number, system description, tag number, everything will be generated from the system. Okay. I'll just
understood. Yeah. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So here we are attaching all these systems and all these formats here, templates. Okay, because it varies from company to company. So we have maintained this master system, subsystem, disciplines, tags, and formats. Okay. Now main point is, I have to do association between the system. Within one system, how many subsystems are there and what are all the subsystems? And within subsystem, how many tags are there and those tags belongs to which discipline? And for each of the tags, what are all the specified formats? That has to be maintained, right? So we have provision here. To maintain the relationship, we have upload mapping option, where I can maintain the relationship between system and subsystem and tag number. So this is one-to-one mapping, you can do it. And alternatively, we have a direct upload format also. So it can be an upload mapping. Through Excel, you can do the mapping, or through manual way, you can do the mapping also. So like you can go to the form, you can select a particular system. Okay, and then all the subsystems will be available. So you can select a system and then you can choose a subsystem. So this is nothing but maintaining the relationship. And alternatively, we have a format here, which can be direct format also. I may have an Excel sheet where I can fill all the system number like this. System number is there, subsystem number is there, and then ITRs are there, and against that ITR, what are all the tag number is there, and against the tag number, what are all the AITRs, BITRs. All these can be uploaded in single go from the Excel also, which means through a single sheet, I can maintain the relationship between system, how many subsystems are there within the system, and how many tag numbers are there, and for each of the tags, what are all the A category ITR numbers formats which has to be completed, and what are all the B category and what are the C category ITRs which has to be completed. This can be uploaded in Excel format also. So I have a download template here and then upload template also, or you can enter one by one, and only constraint here is if the system number, subsystem number or ITRs if I am using, those has to be present in the master. So initially what we are doing is we are entering all the basic system subsystems here, tag numbers, formats here, and then the relationship between of tag number, format number, system, subsystem, discipline, everything we are maintaining and then uploading it here. So now this is my control sheet where I can say how many systems are there, what is the description of the system, and within one system how many subsystems are there. So for example, I'll select the system. So within one system, I may have multiple. So this is a particular system 10POTRS1, for example. And here you can see this subsystem TRS1 001, 003, 002. So I have 3 subsystems, and within first subsystem 001, within electrical discipline, I have 2 tags, right? And for tag number 1, I have to there is no AITR. For tag number 2, there are 3 AITRs and 1 BITR. So this is how the relationship is maintained. Now for progressing, what I have to do is, since I have to complete a particular tag, I have to complete the AITR. So I can download AITRs here. For example, this is in green. I'll just go for a particular case. For example, I'll click here. You can download the template from the system, and then the downloaded template will have this information inbuilt here. Means this downloaded template will have the system number, subsystem number, project number, everything. 1 minute. So I will just some of the examples of uploading this Excel sheet. So I can map and then upload this Excel sheet for showing the relationship. Hello.
Yeah.
Now I can attach the blank formats here. Means in my format master, I can attach the formats which I have shown you. Okay. Next, I go to the main sheet. I'm attaching all the formats so that those formats will be available for generation. So now this is the activity completion status, where system, subsystem, all relationships are maintained. So I go to a blue color tab. Blue color means no activity has been started. Okay. If it is green, I have completed it. If it is yellow, out of 2 ITRs, maybe one of the ITR I have completed and 1 ITR is pending, or out of 3, 1 is completed, 2 is pending, or 2 is completed, 1 is pending. That gives information here. There are 2 ITRs here. I can download this. So once I'm downloading, I get this output ITRs. This blank format will have information filled. That is within the ITR, for example, E001A, for which project, which system, which subsystem, and against which tag number I am generating this. So that template is available, and the template will be filled, signed by the related inspection authority, and that can be attached back here. So I am attaching the signed report. For example, this is a signed report, and then I'm giving my progress. So what we are doing is we are downloading the attachment, taking signature from the check against the checkpoints, and then attaching that signed copy back into the system against that particular AITR. So after attaching, you can see some highlighting, which means out of these 2 ITRs, one of the ITR I have attached the signed copy, and who has done it. We have login rights. Sujit Chellar is the person who has logged in and then he has completed this activity on this particular day, for example. And for against this, for one of the format, the ITR has been completed. So it is in green now after approval. So one is attachment and second is approval. So we have two rights. As a consultant or a contractor, I will take signature and then I will attach the attachment. That will be cross verified by the inspector in the software and then he will give clearance. Because a system will not understand the attachment, whether it is a right attachment or not. Even I can attach my photo as an attachment and then I can say okay. So system will not agree that you attach it. Once it is attached, it is in blue color and it is approved. For approval, there will be a special rights. The inspector can log in and then he will give approval. He will cross verify the attachment, whether the signature is his own signature, and then he will give approval so that the things will be locked here.
So it's a two-step process.
Two-step process, but if you want, then we can lock it also.
Okay.
It is against a particular login. I can give for you, I can give both the rights. You can attach and then you can approve, right? Or alternatively, I can give the approval rights to the inspector only. So we are controlling things using login rights and we are attaching.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is how things flow. And after AITR, the system will be available for CCC. And after completion of CC, the system will be available for MCC or BITR. So this is the relationship which is maintained here. All right.
Okay.
So finally, I will be able to monitor things like this. If it is in green color, meaning is AITR is completed and BITR is still open. And when it has been completed, any exception lists are there. We can have exception item list. And what was my planned date? This is coming from the masters. And what is the achieved date? And then I can download all the ITRs belonging to a particular system or subsystem. Okay, like this we have provision. This is the basic process where I'm capturing my progress in terms of ITRs and then attaching the copy back into the system. Point one. Once I'm doing my ITR, there may be some of the punch points during my inspection. I'm coming across and then I'm giving punch points which can be entered into the system. So we have provisions here. So we can add punch points. So against a particular system and against a particular subsystem, what is my punch point? What is my punch summary? I can enter. Before that, once the system is completed with respect to AITR, it is eligible for CCC. So against each of this system, you can see I have system number 10 P0TRS1 subsystem 001. Subsystem 001 currently it is in CCC phase, which means all the AITRs are completed and currently it is in CCC phase. Subsystem number 3 CCC is completed. Next stage it is currently in MCC stage for this particular discipline. And for this particular subsystem, totally how many AITRs are there? Totally 15 AITRs are there. I have completed 14 and one is pending. Okay. Once I'm completing the balance one, then I will be able to generate CCC certification like this. So we will be able to track things here. So we have certificate summary also. For a particular system subsystem, what was my planned date 18/1 and what was my actual completion date? So with respect to date also I can monitor with respect to how many ITRs are available against CCC and how many I have completed and what is the balance. So that count can also be managed and monitored here. So at a subsystem level I can monitor, and drilling down at ITR, AITR level, BITR level, CITR level, I will be able to monitor items. I go to progress. And since we are doing this progress, I can see progress discipline wise also. I just don't want to see only at a subsystem level. So I have a department, the organization is divided into department and there are multiple points related to civil. So there are multiple subsystems, and within that I wanted to see the progress at a civil, at level of civil discipline or for piping. So I can filter out and then I can see the results for civil, how many is opened against a particular subsystem like this. So it is nothing but filtration, grouping and filtration of the activities. So I can see progress in this fashion. So I can view completion status. So this is first form will be an entry form where I can enter the progress. Next is viewing form. So here you can see certain items are in yellow, which means out of this, maybe one of the item I have completed, one of the item it is still balanced. So we can see the status, and then we can generate a report against this. Now we have punch numbers. Punches are nothing but we can create punch points. So these punch points can be added. The punch points again I can upload it in Excel form. Not necessary that it has to be entered one by one. Maybe today you have created 10 or 15 punch points against subsystem. So you can enter the subsystem number, system number, subsystem number, and what is the punch number, and it can be uploaded also, or you can enter also. So here for example I'll go to my first subsystem, system, subsystem, and then within electrical discipline against a particular tag number we have a punch point. We have created B category punch point. What is the punch number? So against tag number there are formats AITR, BITR. We are completing it, uploading it back. In the same way against the tag number punches are generated. What is the punch number? What is my punch description? What is the category of the punch? And then whether it is open or closed, when it was generated, who has opened it, who has closed it, everything can be managed and monitored here. Right. So created by this particular person and closed by, and this punch was generated during AITR time. So that remark is also there. And if there is any other attachment related to the punch generation or punch closer, those things can also be uploaded here. So everything is documented here. So punch points are managed, and these punch points are linked with CCC. All AITR has to be completed, and if A category punch point is there for a particular tag number, that has to be completed, only then I can go for CCC certification. All B ITRs has to be completed, and after completion of BITR, if there are any open punch points, that is B category punch points, that has to be closed, that is minor punch point has to be closed, so that I can go for SCC. So this is how it is designed here, and these punch points can be monitored, who has generated, why some punch points are pending from last 1 week from this particular discipline, all those tracking can be done. And finally I have this dashboards and a report. So now totally I have system, subsystem, disciplines, tag numbers, formats, that is AITR, BITR, CITR, punch points, AB. Everything can be tracked and monitored here. For example, I have totally 597 subsystems, and at a CCC level, you can see 93 it is in CCC level, and I have completed is 92, MCC 15, and then completed is 15. At SCC there is no system currently in SCC, so I can see this in a tabular form. At a subsystem level, the same thing you can see the count in terms of ITRs. Totally in my project I have 31,000 AITRs, and I have completed 77,500. Total 6,067 BITRs I have completed 222. Out of 1792 CITRs I have completed 2. Totally I have 1,118 A punches, I have completed 866. Out of B punches 8,961, I have completed 4,000. Okay. Out of C punches 84, 4 is completed. So you will be able to track the figure in terms of dashboard, and you can see this in terms of charts and percentages also. Total AITRs out of 100%. Where are we? ITR A and then pending. So how many is pending and what is total? What is the percentage you have completed and what is the pending percentage? Similarly for BITRs, out of the total count, how much is completed, how much is pending? For CITRs, and for A category punches, so how many A category punches are there and how many A category punches are closed? Okay, B category. So representation in terms of bar, in terms of chart like this, and in the similar way, how many out of total CCC, how many subsystems I have completed. So you can see the progress and pending, approved for MCC and for SCC. And finally, I have overall here, out of the total number of subsystem, how many are completed at CCC level, how many are in MCC level, how many are in SCC level. For example, I have completed 96 CCC, 93 and then MCC I have 15 and SCC 0. So you can see this also means output, and this can be downloaded in form of PDF as reporting. So graphical reporting tool, and apart from that we have Excel and PDF level reporting. So this is overall theme of this pre-commissioning module. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
Muthu.
sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very
Any
much.
questions or any project related questions? Anything is there, then we'll be happy to answer.
Actually, okay, wanted to ask is how do you get this system subsystem into this system? Only through Excel upload, or is there any direct software?
No, information, it can be a direct entry, okay? It's an entry or upload. Because as a software person, I don't know what system is generated. Okay, system number has to come from the project, and the information can come in Excel format, or if it is in PDF, you can enter it. So I can add, and then I can enter here. Okay, or if it is available in Excel, I can upload it. This normally you will get from this pre-commissioning team who create a system through this PNID with the line numbers or what are the tags. So that will come from the pre-commissioning team.
So from the interface point of view, either it is in manual Excel or it can be manually added in the system.
Yes, yes, sir. So you can see this at the top on all the screens. You will see this adding manually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or download the template. Okay.
Yeah.
And then upload it back into the system.
Upload it out. Okay.
That is the simplest and the easier way.
Yeah. Yeah. Understood.
Yes, sir.
And at site also punch points and all Excel you can import. And
yes, yes, sir. Yes, I just go to the punch number. This is the punch creation form. Okay. You can see this again, add, upload it. Okay. Punches can be entered or it can be uploaded also, or both can happen parallelly. Hello, is it answering your question, sir?
Sir, yeah, I have entered the punch list as per the site conditions, A category, B category, and
Okay.
after attending it, I got the signed copy, because generally we are taking on the signed copy. Is the possibility to upload directly on PDF, or I have to update my Excel sheet and again upload it?
No, no, no. See this first point. This is the page where I'm defining my punch point. Okay.
Yeah.
I have my first punch point. For example, there's a punch point number 12. You have created it. Okay, based on site conditions. And when you will be getting these punches, you are presenting something for inspection. That is against tag number TR15CB1. Some format has to be completed, and you are saying you have completed it, and these are all the checkpoints. Inspector is coming and checking all those points, and then he is physically seeing, and then he is giving some comment. Okay, note down out of this format, first format, point number 3. This is my comment, and you can take this in B category punch. So this is nothing but punch listing, and that punch listing will be entered into the system. You can come and then enter here by addition, or you can enter it in Excel, download the template. Maybe you have already entered it in Excel, copy paste it in this format, upload it, so that these punches are available here. Okay. So what is the punch number belonging to which tag number, and tag number is already associated with system, subsystem number, and system number also. Okay. And what is the category? B, and by default it will be in open state. Once you are closing, you can directly come and then you can put your progress here. Okay. You can update your progress. This is a creation, this is updation. So you can update your progress, and then when it was updated, who has updated it, and then finally you can see this upload file. So this is nothing but the copy of the document with respect to punch. If you wanted to upload, you can upload here also.
Yeah, that is the signed copy.
Signed copy, yes. Once that punch is closed, you wanted to. So everywhere for ITR also, I'm uploading the signed copy of punch. For punch also, you can upload the signed copy, so that all the complete proof and documentation is residing within the system. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And then it is monitored. Right.
Yeah, right, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. So in short, I'll be able to manage. Ideally, it is a system multidiscipline, multi-user, user login rights and control. Like you can see all these tabs. Not necessary that all these tabs will be visible to all the users. Okay, I will give only this punch number access to a particular user. Once he is logging into the software, he will not see anything. He will see only this punch point page where he can resolve the punch point or he can create the punch point. Like that also I can give access.
Muthu,
Access controls are there.
Yeah, so we understand there is an access rights defined in the system. Two questions I have from technical aspects, like you said, there is a possibility of uploading the necessary documents, maybe the pictures or the images, maybe for the punch points. Like for the field operations, there is any different module or the same module can be accessed from some mobile devices?
Sir, it is whether it is a field irrespective of the location. Okay, this is the page multiple people can access, whether you are an erection person.
No. What my question is, this is you are showing it from your desktop or from the laptop, but when it comes to the field, like when somebody is taking picture of some punch points and all, that picture need to be uploaded. Now to upload that picture, what need to be done? Like using camera, the image need to be taken and then.
For example, it is a file. It need not be picture. It can be PDF file, Excel file, text file, whatever it is. Okay. PDF is a JPG or PNG, whatever file is there, just you can click and then choose and then you can upload.
No. My question is not that. My question is this module available on some mobile devices as well? Mobile compatible, maybe Android or something like this? We have mobile tablets, correct? Windows tablets or the Android tablet.
Hello. Sir, this is web-based software. This you can use it in, it can be opened on a mobile device or it can be opened on tablet also. Okay,
so that is Android compatible, this application?
No, this is Windows.
Windows compatible.
This is Windows.
And it is a cloud hosted solution, correct?
Yes, this web-based solution you can access from anywhere. Okay, so for example, I am in India, I am updating punch point 1. You may be present maybe in Dubai and they are updating punch point 2 parallelly.
Is it hosted in your cloud zone?
Both the options are available, sir. We can host it in our place or we can host it in your server also. So it's up to you, right? If you are hosting here, then there may be charges. So that is commercial part.
That is different thing. That's a commercial part.
We can maintain the data for you also, ideally.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And NDA is signed between the organization.
Yes, madam. That will be there. Those are commercials and NDA related procedures.
Okay.
And if it is in your server, then everything lies with you, like that. So it is like a service then. Apart from the software with service.
Yeah, software as a service. Yeah.
Yes. So those are all options. So on the technical or functional side, this is what the overall picture I wanted to give. Ideally, multiple people, multiple teams, multiple systems, subsystems, and data in form outputs and output in form of dashboards. So this is the overall theme of the software.
Thank you. No questions further from my end. We will wait for questions from other.
Yeah, actually, another thing also I wanted to ask is how is the licensing part being done? Means you give based on number of users or it's organization based and
there are yes sir, there are with respect to licensing, I think Amit will be able to answer, or commercials. There are different ways of licensing, but ideally the number of license will be like it can be provided on project based or organization based, but it will be like counts in terms of count. Like if 100 persons are working or 50 persons are working parallelly, then 50 license will be consumed. And we have concept of enterprise licensing also. So you will get details about licensing. I will inform my commercials and team to get back to you with respect to various schemes of licensing. Okay.
Yeah,
so we have unlimited.
Naveen Saili, please get in touch with them and get an offer for one particular project for us to get an idea of.
Certainly.
Right.
Yeah.
Any functional questions from the team with respect to the application?
So it looks similar to what we had earlier. So more or less there.
It is same.
Terminology is a little bit different, but conceptually it is identical.
Yeah, conceptually it is identical. Yeah, system subsystem format. Just I have one question. Can you show me the system completion report, how it looks like? Do you have this?
I have not
System
completed
completion
SCC.
report actually.
My SCC
How-
is okay. It is, sir, again the system completion report. Okay, it is the base template we are only going to fix here. Sujit. Hello. For example, I'll just open this. This is SCC, substantial completion report. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Again, this report, how you want, you can fix it. This is the base template, right, sir? So you have
Okay.
a certain theory part, right? Points and this template. This you can fix it, right?
Okay.
So instead of this particular point, you can write your own point. You can align all those things. You can do it. The base template, ITRs, everything is controlled by you. Okay. What we do is for a particular system, once it has reached SEC level, okay, I can download this SEC certification from the system, where this project number, system number will be, and project name will be directly entered by the software, and then you get the report. Okay. Then you can take signature, upload it back into the system. So this is the template. Templates are controlled by you. Okay, this is a blank template, and you just upload this blank template format, like format number. For individual ITRs, I am uploading the formats. In the same way, you will be able to control these formats also. So we provide things in a dynamic fashion. Right?
Okay.
Because each companies will have a different terminal.